Good afternoon, neighbors. It is another warm, blistery day here in Oklahoma. Today I'm here in Glenpool, uh, taking a look at a roof, getting a few measurements. I kind of wanted to take a moment to stop and show you what it is we look for whenever we come out and do a roof inspection. Um, we typically look for a lot of different things: hail damage, wind damage, deterioration. Um, pretty straightforward. On this particular roof, we were called out. Glenpool had a major windstorm a few weeks ago, and this particular customer called me right after the windstorm and said that he noticed a leak coming down into his hallway. So he also stated that looking up on his roof, he could see some dark spots. Well, those dark spots ended up being missing shingles due to the wind. So I came out and actually pretty much immediately and soon discovered that they did indeed have a lot of shingles missing on a particular part of this roof. Now, as you can see, we've already tarped it up, um, but here in this section right here, he's there was a whole big section of the shingles that were just laid over, and then there was a few shingles over here that were just missing. So naturally, that was the problem. But upon further inspection of this roof, we noticed a few things that you don't see whenever you're down on the ground, and this is why it's important to have somebody get up on your roof and look at it. Um, One of the things that we notice on this roof, this is an old 3-tab roof, probably 10, 11 years old. A lot of granular loss, not so much hail damage, but a lot of wind damage. So what I like to show you that we see is what we call zippering. And so I'm going to show you real quick what it is. So basically what's happening here is you can see right here, these shingles are lifting up. So what they've done is they've lost their bonding. And it's in different spots of this whole roof. But if you take and you can lift these shingles up just barely, and they're just not adhering like they used to. And so what's happening is when the wind comes, it's lifting that shingle up. You see this little line here, what it is it's creasing it. So basically the life of this roof is pretty much gone. But you can see I'm just picking up pieces of these shingles, and over time it just continuously moves on. Like right here, this is a good example right here. See, it's just zippering, it just keeps on going. Next thing you know, and this is what had happened on this side of the roof over here. It zippering, and this whole section was laid over. So we were able to come out, get it zipped up, keep him from leaking. He didn't get a whole lot of leaks inside. We were able to stop it in time. So basically that's one of the things we look for. And a lot of times what's causing this, it could be many different things that's causing it. But with this roof, as you can see, there's only 2 vents right here. These are static vents. There's really not a whole lot of airflow in this attic. So when you don't get a whole lot of attic airflow, that heat gets trapped in there. And so what's happening is not only is the sun baking down on this shingles as Oklahoma weather provides us, especially with this summer with 100-degree temperatures and heat indexes are just unreal. Not only is it beating down on the top of the roof, but inside the attic, none of that air is escaping. There's just not enough ventilation for it to get out. So what's happening is it's baking it from underneath. And so this in turn will deteriorate your shingles even quicker. Also, another thing that we look for that insurance does not like, and this is important for you as a homeowner that you need to know as well. You have trees, as you can see, big trees right here, and they got a little overhang on trees right here. And right here, it overhangs on the roof. That's not such a bad thing. However, whenever your tree starts making contact with your roof, this is what can happen. So what you see here is we cut these branches back so it would actually quit making any more damages. But what you can see here is these branches grew over, got heavy, and they start rubbing right along this ridge right here, this edge. And it's just done nothing but just destroyed it. So what it's done is it's actually created an open spot in the roof, which has probably been leaking for a while, and it's exposed it. So we were able to get the tree limbs cut back just to keep the damages down to a minimum, and we covered up with some flashing tape just to keep the weather out until a new roof gets put on. Well, I'm pretty much done here on this roof. I'm going to get a couple more measurements for this customer. I'm going to go down and I'm going to suggest that we take care of this ventilation system with the new ridge vent. What the ridge vent does is we're going to take out these two turtle vents here. We'll take out these two turtle vents, and then we're going to come along this ridge on top of this shield. He's got 3 different ridges here. We're going to come along, we're going to put in what they call a ridge vent. And what that'll do is that'll open that up, and that'll give free airflow all across his roof in his attic. That way that hot air gets out of here, and when he gets his new roof on, his new shingles, they'll outlast it. Again, ventilation's important, roof's important, and it's very important that you get it taken care of. Give us a call. We'll come out and we'll take care of it. Oh, and by the way, that ridge vent, it's an extra cost. But here at Norton's, we believe quality over quantity. So that is added at no extra cost to you. That is to ensure your quality, ensure our quality, guarantees our work. Again, we're going to go in with ice and water shield, standard upgrade on the ridge vent. This customer's going to have a very beautiful home when this is done. Plus, he's going to have a 30-year warranty with the manufacturer by certainty. So I'm going to wrap it up here. I'm going to get a few measurements and get back down on the ground and talk to the customer. Well, folks, that does it for me here. I'm wrapping it up. I think I got everything I need. Now it's time to go down to the ground, make my suggestions and recommendations to the customer, let him know about the ridge vents. And yeah, again, I just want to let everybody know that this roof was approved by insurance. I got it approved. Had he waited any longer, the depreciation may have hurt him a lot, but I got it approved, and basically by the wind damage. So I had the adjuster do what they call a pliability test, and once we did that, it failed, and he was able to mark it up, and we got him a new roof. So again, if you suspect that you have any storm damage, hail damage, whatever the case may be, or you need just a peace of mind knowing that you got a good roof system, hey, give us a call. Norton's Roofing, 918-688-4117. And again, we believe quality over quantity. Yeah, so that's it. I'm gonna get back down on the ground, get off this hot roof. Again, if you say yes, we do the rest, and you will soon see why you chose the best. Till next time, take it easy, take care, stay dry. I'm out.